Does anyone need a recap?
I just need to know where we left off. Were we still in the middle of combat, or did we finish that?
You were still fighting the Swaggin in the chamber.
Yep, your ambush was going pretty well.
I know we were close to the end of that. I was just trying to make sure if we actually reached the end of it.
No, we didn't. Dylan was being taken to, I believe it was the High Priestess, and was being shadowed by Ash.
Wait a second, no, what was it? The toboggan? Like the toboggan?
The toboggan. So yeah, this is going to be interesting.
Okay.
She's probably gonna get to the destination, and then Mark mode will make things like awkward to the NPCs. Why ain't she talking though?
She's been possessed by the spirits.
We'll make this work. Alright, so how many people are still left up?
3 that you can see.
Yep.
Okay. Who's DM right now?
David.
I was given the I was given the scenario that is very this.
Hey, you had time to read and adjust if you felt the need to.
I mean, this is working.
Given the objective, I mean, outside of annihilating sections of matter from existence.
Right.
I'm like, said Brian, what?
Your car is loud.
Oh, hold up.
That being said, if I knew the totality of the story, it would actually make it easier.
Yeah, it's a little different than Anima, because in Anima it was a very capsulated story. So you running one and Triss running one, it was at least all enclosed. All that being said, I believe I have the initiative.
Yes, you do.
I mean, I suppose I could give him the story, but
Yeah, but then he won't be surprised later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that'd be an issue. Which is this very specific setup here is like.
I'd say for most of these, it's not a problem because it's the adventure is self-contained. It's like, okay, here's a side story adventure. You run that, David. I'll run the next plot one, and we just keep alternating like that.
Yeah.
The rotation just didn't work well here.
I suppose I could have inserted my own self-contained plot, but with no idea of how that would interact in the grander scheme of things. Which is my concern. With that being said, Fargo with the deadly green light. Because some people think that the light is killing people. With how quickly people just it's like, oh god, no, what's going on?
Budsman, let's see here. spellbook say... Spellbook say we shoot. Da-da-da-da.
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll shoot. I guess the ones that have X's are down.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's very hard to see with the green light.
Yeah, I was having that problem earlier.
I'll shoot that one.
That should be better.
They're still faded. Everything's faded except
I
the...
say they should have transparent light.
Yeah, but he specifically wanted green light.
Yes, but the light is causing the fading.
Well, I switched it to a lesser green.
I'd say they're still blending into the map is the problem. There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah. Because the light layer goes over the tokens, so any colors automatically fades them into the...
That sounds like an issue with the lighting system.
Yeah.
What? Roll20 has an issue with the lighting system? What?
Hey, they've come a long way.
In like a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah. All it takes is new leadership. Which
Well,
one are you targeting again?
The one for the south. This one.
Was it? Okay.
And we rolled to hit. A total of a 17 with two things.
Okay. You hit.
Let me see what
The
these
bolt
things.
going in.
House rules. Stuff points. Combat stunts. Wait, hold on. I don't want them to attack me.
What, taunt?
No, threaten. It's like, if you win, they must attack you in some way. What? Why would I want them to attack me in some way?
Oh, to pull them off someone else.
I'm about to say, you're tanking. You're drawing them off the squishier people.
I'm pretty squishy myself.
Well, then you don't want to taunt them.
Okay, I'll use Mighty Blow.
Sounds mighty of you.
I'd say of the two of you, Kyoki is probably the one that should be taunting people.
Yoki definitely can taunt people. I am going to shoot them and then... Let's see here.
I mean, granted, I have the highest AC, but also have like some of the least HP.
I'm using the... What is it? Psychic Blades. Because why the hell not? And the D10.
Right, that's how that works. You draw them away, and then they can't touch you, so your hit points are fine, because it is literally impossible for them to hit you.
Or one-on-one-ish. They seem to be hitting me pretty well this past couple of times.
I believe the answer from the other game is it's because I'm running somehow.
That's a total of 18 piercing and 14 psychic.
Okay.
I didn't get sneak attack, I assume, because he was not flanked.
I don't think you qualify for that. So, okay, you said was it 16 psychic and what piercing?
It was... I made me lose count. It was 18 psychic and 14 Sorry, it was 14 psychic, 18 piercing.
So 32 total in theory.
Okay. Their body staggers from the very precise hit. They fall to the ground and are twitching a bit as they like limply move their webbed hands in a form of conscious locomotion to maybe get back up. I don't know. Some just hit them really hard, really quick. Light hurts.
Okay. And I will move back into the room. Use my item interaction to hood the lantern and hide.
Okay. Skip Gant. Kyoki.
Yoki! Yoki!
Dun, 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 dun.
He's to insert disc 2. His car, it ate him.
Wait, hold on. I was not sent this hero pint.
Huh?
The 1 hero point for the players?
No. Hero pint.
Ah, yes. It's in the
I'm
mail.
waiting my pint.
The heroic pint is in the mail. I'm not using Amazon Prime, so it'll get there probably by the end of the week.
Fair enough.
It does have a side effect of making you swole, though, so be careful about that. Okay. Sir Brian, I presume there's some sort of weird stuff going on. Oh. No, welcome back. I was just about to move you in the initiative.
Also, yeah, I just walked in, just got my computer started, and I'm gonna murder someone real quick. And, whoop, never mind, those 2 are dead.
Yeah, I believe you killed them. No, it was a Gant
Okay.
that did some, like, super kills.
Shuffle. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's this guy. Let me zoom in on see which one's uglier looking.
It says the human.
This one has music notes on them. What's the music notes for?
They were the ones doing the ritual.
Oh. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, they're not worth it. All right. Kill them in due time. Let's see. Let's see if I can do something.
If I remember correctly, you guys no longer have a translator in this area, so it's all just toboggan to you?
Yep.
Okay.
I thought I had... What is it up? Did I not?
What, covering languages?
Yeah.
I believe that's something that I know you had up at one point. How long did that last?
Last an hour,
Okay.
isn't it?
That's an hour? Okay.
So, and I'm gonna do my thing where I stab one person with Shinso, and I stab another guy with Shishoki Jizo. So 3d6.
It's weird what has concentration and what doesn't.
Well, to be fair, it's an action.
Oh yeah, but plenty of actions, one-action spells have concentration on them.
Yeah, but it would suck for story purposes if the big bad was speaking a language no one could understand, and then the concentration got knocked off the person who understood.
Oh, I agree.
They had to waste an action to get back.
Usually they have that covered by having the boss monsters speak common. Now, with the oversights we've seen in this book, I can't guarantee that, but usually they have that covered.
You shink. You like quickly shunk. Slash stab into the guy, and they just fall. They don't even know what hit them.
Wait, they
25 damage, right?
wait, did they not? No, not 25 damage. That was to hit.
Oh,
Yeah, he doesn't roll his
Those
attack
are
and damage
signals.
at the same time like most people, which,
sorry. Oh,
so it gets confusing and
those
takes
hit.
longer, yeah.
Those hit.
Yeah,
Those hit.
I'm sorry. Yeah. No, so yeah, my damage is nowhere near that good. No, so yeah, no, so that's why I was like, I just walked in. I don't hadn't had it keyed in, ready to go just yet. Alright. And use for healing, but I don't think I'm hurt yet, so the healing doesn't really matter. I'll just keep it there just so that I can scroll up and do it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fargo is the blast cannon.
He says that, though.
Fargo
He's got
does all
the
the damage.
third highest hit points in the party.
What?
And so
Really?
you say that, but you have... No, I'm sorry, you have the second highest hit points in the party.
Alright, so that's 10 damage to him with 5 necrotic, and that's 10 damage to him 4 poison.
Who has the highest?
David.
I'm going to use Skirmisher. I'll say I'm going to use I'm going to do I'm going to use lightning attack, and I'm going to use Skirmisher to send that guy up here next to this dude.
That's it. He has D10s for hit die, whereas you have D8s, so he pulled ahead.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you can't call yourself a glass cannon with D8 hit die.
And
Who does the well outside of your character? I feel like how come I can never remember his name? I can see his face. White hair, white face.
Oh, you mean Ash?
Ash, that's his name. He's named after something gray. No. I think
actually,
who does the most damage though?
David.
David again.
It's a toss, but that's because he has the ability to do paladin smites and stuff. You probably are a close second with your sneak attack, psychic damage thing. And when Sierra gets a few more levels where she can start dropping the big spells, then she'll pull ahead of both of you.
Actually, now I think about it, David, I'm not going to use Skirmisher. You can move him back right here.
Whoa.
I'm going to use dual. I'm going to do dual strike. I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and use dual strike and just swing around and hit both of them.
Chess rules. Once you've taken your hand off the piece, you have to let it play.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, your attack is still strong. Affects 2 targets. First, pick a secondary target. Target must be adjacent to you if you're using a native. Apply the test result to your original attack roll to the secondary target. If you hit the secondary target, roll your normal damage for that also. So I assume 22 hits. 22 will hit this guy since 25 hit. So
Yes.
Alright, so let me roll. So again, 9 damage, 5 necrotic, 2 healing.
Okay. This person goes down. The person over here, that was hard. The ritual staggers. Is it for you?
Yeah, attack. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Can't do much. So yeah, when I fight in groups, I'm not that good. So I should then come this way so that you can get flanking.
Me?
No,
Me.
David.
I'd say he doesn't need
You
flanking.
came
He
this
just
way.
needs you to be within 5 feet.
Oh, he has that too? Awesome.
It's sneak attack. You know,
Me?
sneak attack.
I'll get sneak attack.
Oh no, David. Yeah, David does not have sneak attack.
Yeah, that's what something I was like, David, like, I thought he was going to go on the other side of him so he can get advantage. I'm not saying I know he had the thing that I had where so long as I'm
No,
next
he
to
doesn't
you,
have that.
somewhere near you. Okay.
He doesn't have pack tactics.
Okay.
That's effectively what that is. That's literally the mechanic.
Oh yeah.
With a kick, that individual will go down. Person who normally Jaegers, there isn't here. I was gonna have this person do something, but no, they can't. So
I mean, they can
What? This
do
person?
another thing or move.
no, they can't. They're KO'd.
Oh. Okay. Well, you were talking about the Jaegering. That's why I was like,
Oh yeah, you're.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
this guy's still here.
yeah. I still count
You
2
do something.
targets. And those are just the ones I can see. So who knows? There may be more.
Well, assuming this actually makes it to another round, I'll go ahead and reset to our initiative. I seriously doubt that, watch I end up getting something really good from that fucking initiative.
And then you got to figure out what to do with the bodies.
Yeah, anyone have fire? Then again, they're fish. If we set them on fire, they might smell delicious.
This person will pick themselves back up. For the land, you'll be able to understand due to your Abraham languages. These apparitions of the green light are powerful.
Ooh.
And it's going to be something said softer, but you can hear it due to your passive. Far too strong for me. As they
I guess
run.
technically that counts as stun points.
Yep, 2 stun points. Okay.
Garbo stun
Would
points.
anyone like to
What can I do for
foot?
2 points? I just did, and I'm pretty sure somebody will probably shoot him in the back of the head before I can get to him.
Oh, it's rolling a d20 for some reason. Okay, let me roll the correct way.
Yeah, for some reason, I can't get it to use the when you do the auto roll. I can't get it to do a 3d6.
But that is really nice for this individual.
You may take 1 ready action to our combat. I can move really fast, but technically I'm already fast enough to catch up to him, so... yeah, an extra 10 feet of movement isn't going to help me right now. And I don't see anyone else in here alive to attack me. You know what? Fuck it. Just going to go ahead. I'm going to take +2 AC against the first attack made against me.
Okay.
I know it's pretty much useless because at the moment, I don't think there's anyone else here.
Okay, pretty cool. Okay. Milan, it is your turn once more. You definitely heard the sound of webbed running feet on a hardened surface.
And roll out here. Okay, looks like that one's still up, yeah? Or is it KO'd?
This one?
No. I can't see that one way over there. I need to undo my let the light up.
You're going to use an item interaction to lift your light? Okay.
Yep. Much better. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Y'all don't happen to have a bag of holding, do you?
Even then, bag of holding only holds 500 pounds, so depending on these people, we can possibly stuff anywhere from 2, possibly 3.
Well, it depends on how well you blend them up.
Still come out to 200.
As I say, blending them doesn't change their weight.
It takes unnecessary air out of it. Might take a pound or two of air. Interesting. So,
Anyone willing to dig up the floor in a minute?
what's the floor made out of?
Stone, I believe.
I don't know, is it like stone tablets on top of dirt? Or is it like...
You don't know.
I guess somebody can investigate that. We might just be able to pull up a couple of stone tablets and like shove them underneath and just like jump up and down on the tablets until it flattens back out.
David?
Yep.
What would the check be to figure out what type of flooring this is? Or is it just stone?
Intelligence-based masonry tool check. If you don't have masonry, just make an intelligence check, no proficiency.
Intelligence check with proficiency, you said?
With no proficiency unless you have the masonry tools. Like, as something you know how to use.
That's going to be a total of 10.
Seems like regular stone here in terms of the flooring. When I say regular stone, I mean it doesn't seem particularly loose. This was the lizard folks' original lair, so the flooring's pretty solid.
Okay, Kyoki. Stack the bodies up on my wheelchair, and we'll push them out to the water.
To
I
the
guess.
ocean. Just dumping them out into the ocean.
Question for the GM. If I got out of my wheelchair and we stuffed the bodies in the wheelchair, how many would the wheelchair hold?
I believe the bag of holding part of your chair was designed specifically for you. I don't believe it has the extra dimensional capacity of a regular bag of holding, as I recall. Though I unfortunately will need to pause here as I've been hit with a sudden need to use the bathroom. I do apologize for that, but when you go.
Well, we can just stack them up on my legs.
The intent of the item was to just hold you.
Yes, I'm aware that was the intent of the item.
So I imagine that it could probably hold one person.
Maybe, yeah.
I guess I am a medium creature in technicality, so if they are medium creatures, 1 would make sense.
Well, it's based on weight. Yeah, based on your weight, you would not be able to get another one in there.
How much is my weight?
According to your character sheet, 680 pounds.
Oh. So then if I got out, we could stick 2 in them.
In theory. They said 2, maybe 3, depending on what their weight turns out to be.
Well, I mean, ultimately, it's just narratively for transport, so...
Holy shit. Who rolled that 18? Let me guess the bad guys.
Probably. I don't know. David stepped out. I'm pretty sure that was their initiative, considering their initiative is 18.
Cricket, cricket, cricket.
Yep, cricket. Dude steps out to use the bathroom, all conversation dies.
How's everyone's day been so far?
Pretty quiet.
I don't think I got a chance to ask. You said pretty quiet.
Yep.
Same. All I did was I got to sweep and mop the floor. That was fun.
Ooh, exciting.
I mean, it's nice and it's enjoyable for me because I was like, this is the first place I've ever had where it's all hardwood floor. So I was like, oh man, it was like I actually get to sweep and mop, and I kind of I like sweeping and mopping because I like the I like being able to use like handsaw and and I like the smell of like handsaw because I'm like it doesn't smell like Fabuloso.
Not sponsored.
See, I was nice. I didn't say the follow-up thing that would have gotten us demonetized. I'll happily say that joke for once the stream ends. Wonder, does it count as racist if a black person says it?
I think it depends on what it is.
Something Hispanic, something Hispanic joke.
I think it's if you make it about another race, then it's racist.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I'm gonna look that up real quick. How does modern oppression work?
I think that it's going to be a little more complicated than a Google search.
You'd be surprised. Google, don't fail me now. Aha! Here we go. Social identities and the ladder of oppression. Booyah.
Who is the most oppressed?
That's what I'm trying to see on the oppression ladder.
I think he fell in.
Because I know the basis of a good chunk of it.
He fell in, but he didn't drown.
Okay, so Fargo, it's still your turn. I believe there were plans afoot when I had left.
Yeah. So it is assumed that Fargo's thing would hold about 600 pounds.
That's it.
So-
It's like Fargo weighs 680, so I presume it can hold 700 pounds, give or take.
Okay.
How much do these things weigh? Overall. For science purposes.
Okay, overall, so 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And so they seem to be people-sized, so my guess would be people weight.
5 bodies would weigh 920 pounds collectively.
So 4 bodies we should be able to get in there.
That'd be 736.
You'd be just over.
Okay. Well, the idea was to just pile them up on top of it, so...
Yeah, the Sahagin have a bit of muscle just inherently. So that's where the extra weight's coming from.
What do you mean extra weight? These things are light compared to me.
Everything is light compared to you.
Do you see the abs? Okay. I would like to remind you guys, since this is overt, this yellow line, rather these yellow lines, represent stoneworking tools and equipment. So stacked cut stone to make walls, kind of like the wall that you're next to, Fargo.
Oh, so we could just build a wall real quick behind, stack all the bodies in the corner and build a wall around it. Are we out of combat?
No.
Okay.
Do you have some
I will-
reason to believe that your pathetic wall can stop the might of Xerxes?
I will hold action then until Gyoki, because
Okay.
I got no idea what to do.
Well, Homeboy's about to keep running, so I'm like, none of us can actually stop this guy. I'm about to say, if he gets one more, movement phase, so he gets one more movement phase, which yeah, he gone.
Does he move before you or after you?
Before.
Before
You can see the
yeah,
initiative.
He was at 18. That's why I was like, he's gone now. I was like, fuck, now he's about to go warn everyone.
I didn't see him leave.
He ran around the corner and...
Line of sight is happening with them.
So
Okay, yeah.
I can't
I keep forgetting them. Like what?
And Fargo's
That's
like,
right.
the dark.
The bad,
Otherwise, I
guy,
would go stop him.
the bad guy spends a hero
That's right,
point. You thus get a hero
That's right.
point in trade. Your total hero points on the player side now equals 2.
Okay. I was wondering because I was like, wait. I was going based off of what I can see. I was like, wait, that's right. Kyoto can see everything.
Yeah, so you've got your super... It's not even dark vision, it's just vision.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's its turn.
Makes me wonder why. I kind of feel like that should be like one of the like. I know you only get like a handful of Eldritch things. I feel like that should always be one of them.
Well, a lot of people don't feel they need it because they don't read it in its entirety and just go, I have normal dark vision, I don't need it.
It's really incredibly useful. It is super
Yeah.
useful.
Well, like,
Or they're like, it
There's
doesn't
a-
fit
yeah.
my build, so... Because again, if you only get
Like,
so
I
many
looked
of
at
them, it was like, yeah, this is nice, but this is closer to what I'm trying to make, so...
yeah. Like I fit the 2, and I was like, man, I was like, sweet. I can read anything, and I can see everything. Shit, that's perfect.
Farinal.
I feel,
Let me
I
try to
feel like those
intercept
two
them.
things are like the best part of being a fucking warlock.
Do you want me to try to intercept them?
If you could, that'd be magnificent.
We will begin running. Okay. This is important. Let's find a key point. Oh, why? Oh, shit. Kyoki,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
Oh, you went running off already, so.
Yep, because I'm intercepting, because you were like, okay, sure.
Yep. We silenced all these people, and we have to drag the bodies and hide them, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I can get out of my wheelchair and we can stack a couple in the wheelchair and just roll them down to.
Not saying we'll roll. Where you want to roll them out the front door?
Well, I mean, that might be the easiest way.
Okay. Cool. I'll stuff 2 bodies on his wheelchair. I'll stuff a couple of bodies on the wheelchair, and I'll drag one myself.
Okay.
So I believe I'm capable of dragging at least one. Wait. Oh, yay. I think my thing comes into effect. Where is it? Bad back. Here we go. Oh, this will be fun. This is going to be so much fun. I'm about to throw out my back.
His bad back.
Oh, Kyoki took the bad back anti-feat. Anytime I make a strength check or saving throw, I must roll a constitution save, throw of 13 or higher, or throw out my back. If I throw out my back, I gain 1 exhaustion. Worth a shot. Alright?
Yeah.
Well, David's gone, so it technically just leaves me.
Yeah.
I must say Greg's NPC. I'm fairly certain. I'm pretty much in the exact same movement pattern, like strength level as our cleric. So yeah. Let me get this Constitution save. It's my first time using an anti-feat. Fucking real excited. Kind of hoping I fail because I kind of want this to. I kind of just want to role play, just walking around like and just like walking around like a ghost with a bad back. One. Yes. Kyoku's like, easy does it. Kyoku's gonna be like, ow. Oh. Okay. Okay, yep. Time out.
Okay, well, I mean, Fargo, you see him, like, something happened to his back, man.
Yeah, I must say, I don't know if it means that I can't make the roll anymore, or if I just, like, lift them, if I still do the lifting and I suffer the point of exhaustion.
What was the phrasing?
I say, how's it phrased?
They say, whenever you roll a strength check or saving throw, you must roll a constitution saving throw of 13 or higher, or throw out your back. If you throw your back, you gain 1 exhaustion point.
Yeah, so you complete the...
You did?
You complete the action
task,
and throw out your back.
That's getting 1 point of exhaustion.
Cool. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Don't do that too much, or it'll throw out your back to death. This would just be embarrassing.
Well, there just comes a point where you've thrown it out so much it just gives up and snaps, you know?
It's like, can you pick up the handkerchief? Ah! Okay, I guess that is it for you, Kyoki. As you lift a number of people into the chair and then, you're back!
Yeah, pretty much. That's about the only thing I can really do. I do that and then I'm just like, my back, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. I'm just gonna start doing the Pee Wee Herman thing. Ooh, ooh, I'm just gonna walk over and start kicking the wall.
Okay, would anyone like to refoot?
I can't possibly do much worse, so sure.
I would not like 3-foot.
Okay.
Woohoo! I have more initiative. Let's see. What can I get with 3? Let's see. Causing all attacks to only nick for the round. Reduce all damage taken by armor +1 per step. Alright, so that's armor. What is my armor?
You're not wearing armor.
Guess what? I'm not wearing armor, so that's useless.
So it'd be just +1 per stunt point.
Okay. So
Normally, armor is
3
the
then,
armor the armor bonus provided by your armor, not counting dex. So, like how studded leather says it has an armor bonus of 12 plus dex, it would be 12.
Oh, I do not have you guys on there. Okay. With that reshuffled, I will then go spend a little time with Tristan, his adventure of shadowing.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to have you sit there. Okay. First off, do you want to do anything about the room of slaves with guard, or are you wanting to continue following? Because they're going to be going down those steps.
Not anything I can really do that doesn't break stealth, so he's not thrilled about it, given his own background, but, you know, with some teeth grinding, he will continue to follow Dylan.
Okay. Change mix.
Yep.
Awesome, we're all in the dark.
I believe I did 3 rounds with them. So
I can't see a damn thing.
you can't.
Neither can I.
I have no vision.
Is this your map?
It's one of David's maps.
No, I'm saying is this map with your character on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
As Dylan and I don't have vision
so
for
yeah,
some
we're-
reason.
Oh yeah, so yeah. I guess this means that me and Matt will be able to see anything while this map's going on.
Well, I mean, he can give y'all temporarily give y'all our line of sight. But
Is that better?
I mean, this most of this works because it gives me a chance to run and go grab some ice cream.
I'd say something's up with the tokens.
Oh. Well, that's weird.
Oh, I know what it is. If there's no light, then
There we go.
nope, still can't see anything. No, wait, now I can. I'd say I should have dark vision, but dark vision, yeah.
Is there a light coming from somewhere? Oh, because she casts light on herself.
Yeah, because she doesn't have dark vision.
Okay, this guy.
It's a black screen.
Yep, it's gonna be a black screen because David needs to give y'all our vision, or else y'all can't see anything.
Okay,
Could've just left us
I guess I'll
together.
give them your vision.
How's the new rig working?
What?
How's the new rig working?
Oh, I'm not downstairs. I'm upstairs.
Ah,
Okay.
Oh, there's a new raid.
My new work from home setup.
Oh yeah,
You
that's right.
You should have sight now.
Yep. I can see an hourglass.
Okay. It's just designed like that. Okay. Nope, you don't need to be in the wall. You need to go there. And the person is continuing to run, carrying the priestess with her. You will notice, Ash, as you're going along, that there's some etchings in the wall. Like, not etchings, drawings, like, via chalk. It looks like plans for traps.
So they have not been installed yet?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh.
Okay. You're hearing sound coming from the room south of you.
Like lots of like sound of many people, like loud cacophonous, or like light sound, like maybe only a few.
It sounds like a dozen or more individuals doing something physical, and it sounds patterned, kind of like like that. Yeah, you'd guess 1 to 2 dozen.
Okay, he's gonna make a note of 24 extra tick marks then, just to edge on the side of caution.
Let me switch your position slightly. There we go. They're of course continuing their movement. Okay. What is Ash's pass?
Passive perception is 16.
Okay. Okay. Seriously, this entire thing. Because this guy is just booking it.
I say you could just move us to the final.
Okay.
Ooh, a star.
The corridor you have entered following this individual is a great hall. Its floor tiled in black. The walls in a coral pink and the ceiling in white. Black tiled pillars are really placed in a line, certainly south of the east-west axis. The north of the pillars, there have been long tables placed end to end with benches either side. At the midpoint of the north wall, an archway opens into a passage. The ornate archway is decorated with what likely to them is an elegant black and gold design, evocative to anyone of waves and monstrous sea creatures. The ceiling here, by the way, is 30 feet high.
Good to know, I guess.
There's a semicircular niche that has been hollowed in to the center of the south wall. The flooring of the niche sits 7 feet off the ground. On the shelf form, there stands a large carved stone head, visibly battered and disfigured. The features can still be recognized as those of a lizard folk. The head is about 2 times scale.
I'm guessing 2 damage to recognize if it's anybody we met.
Beyond being able to identify as a lizard folk, yeah. You hear sound coming from the northern archway.
Okay. Is that where we appear to be heading?
Yeah.
Where are we on my hour?
Probably last time I said what? Like, I think it was like 43 minutes?
Something like that, yeah.
You'd be at 57 at this point.
So it took us about 10-15 minutes to get here.
Yeah.
With him running. Okay.
This place is obscenely large.
Oh yeah, that's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going, assuming with the presumption he's going in the chamber, I'm going to hold up here so I can peek around the doorway, make sure that I'm not falling too far behind while I re-up.
Okay. That would be 42.
That's 5, because that means I also have to re-up my comprehend languages.
Peeking through and presumably your dark vision being long enough. Yep. At the end of the short stretch of corridor, there is a second archway. As you see, there's a little bit of a hallway there. Here, the floor is tiled with indigo, and the walls a dark blue. On the northern side is a massive, ornately carved throne that rises from a pale blue dais. The blue marble pillars are just outside of your line of sight, apparently.
That might be because she hasn't brought her light in yet.
Nope. Okay, you can see it. I just can't describe the color because you have dark vision.
Yeah.
On the throne sits a Sahagan of a kind that you have not encountered before in this area. This creature is rather large and shark-like. momento. In one hand holding a trident. The other gripping the throne. Floating next to the throne, on the creature's right-hand side, is a presumably Venusagan holding a long staff tipped with a jumble of shark teeth framed in kind of a jaw. In front of the throne, at the foot of the dais is our you can see some of them. Are two from what you can see. Sagan with their backs to you. They are floating. The two that you can see have their bodies held rigid. It sounds like a one that's outside of your line of sight. It sounds like is pleading. Did you still cover your languages up?
I had to re-up it, but yeah.
Okay.
Or rather, I will have to re-up it by the time the guy actually goes through the door, assuming he's going through the door. But right at the moment, yes, I effectively have it.
I'm sorry, is there a description that this does not give me? One moment. I need to check physics. Okay. I apologize, there's a detail that I did miss. Not that it means much for your movement, but this level is underwater.
Not a problem, Ray.
Okay.
That's it. My armor is sealed. I am good for an hour.
Yeah. Are you going to sit and observe the pleading?
Well, I mean, he's sticking to Dylan, so.
I love that someone drew like that little kid's pentagram on the ground right there.
Yep.
Oh, right over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, I guess, listening to it while we're in range, but again, he's trying to stick with her, so she's not solo.
While you're listening to that... I'm going to momentarily pop over to the other group since they're so close to being done with their thing anyway. Okay. Fargo, I believe the plan was to pile things on your wheelchair.
Yes,
Okay.
that is the plan.
Okay. Well, Kyoki has thrown out his back. He was able to put a few people on though.
Okay.
Then I will push towards the entrance, which Matt does not remember where that is, but
North.
Fargo does. What?
Map north.
Map north.
Map north? Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to recall if as a centaur you have supreme movement.
No.
No.
But you have 4 legs. And you're a horse.
Yeah, which gives him
You would think that.
abilities, like he can charge people and he gets enhanced lifting abilities.
But he's not as fast as a horse?
Nope,
Oh, that doesn't seem right.
he didn't get that half.
Yeah. I got hung like a horse.
Oh, gotcha.
Can't get all the bonuses. So yeah, that's about as far as my movement goes.
Not that it matters, because with the way they're redoing shit, he'd have a move of 30 feet regardless when when the next update comes out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're just changing everybody to have 30 feet of move no matter what you are.
Wait,
Why?
wait, hold on. I can move up 90 feet in total, yes?
You can move whatever your move is, and if you take an action, or in your case, bonus action to dash, you can move double that.
Yeah, but then can I take another dash action?
Then you can take your actual action to, yeah.
Yep.
So you can, in theory, triple your move if you're doing nothing else.
This way? I think it's this way. Okay. Alrighty. Yep. Move 90 feet. Fargo can go fast.
Gotta go fast.
But it has nothing to do with your race, it has to do with your training.
Okay. Farron was able to get the guy. So we are now outside of combat for you guys. So basically, from what I'm hearing, you're wanting to ship them up, all the bodies up to the front?
Yeah.
Uh,
Dump them in the river. Or ocean, or whatever.
Sure.
Although I do feel that we may have knocked out too many to have this be a successful stealth mission. He says as he dumps the third body into the river.
Oh, you think so? So if they're knocked out, they can't talk.
Yeah, but I feel like someone's going to have missed them.
Thank you, Kyoki. Okay, I apologize. I think there is some combat left because of the 2 people off to the left.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So I did not see them. My turn order was in the way. Okay. Well, we can have you dumping the bodies. Kyoki? Okay.
Ryan?
Hello?
There he is.
Hey, I thought you heard me because I was talking about this guy over here in the corner. And you, if I was saying, then Dave was like, "Oh yeah, that guy in the corner." Shit. Oh.
Yeah, I saw your ping. I didn't hear you.
I say you were muted the whole time.
Okay, because, I'm about to say, because every time I said something, then David said something in response. So I was like, "Oh, I thought he heard me," and then he was like, "Brian, what the fuck are you talking about? You just heard me." Well, shit, we had some Lelouch v. Britannia stuff going on. Where it was like, "Yes, I planned out everything that you were going to say and responded to it in kind."
Hey, Trish, anything to crush that?
This one.
Koki's gonna play, hey you, over there. What are you doing with all that living over there?
Don't know if I can reach that.
You'll hear a response in Swahagan.
Well,
It sounds scared.
I'm sure. You said what?
It sounds scared. It's shaky.
Oh, that's a problem.
You sound so terrified. Here, let the sweet embrace of death give you less fear.
I said, what are you doing being so afraid? Stop, Mouse. Stop with Mouse. Please stop with the being afraid part. Mouse, it's quite aggravating.
Oh shit, you have enough move to do that?
Double dash.
Okay.
I just need to get in his way. Holy shit, there's two of them over here. God damn.
Yep.
Hello, you.
No.
I'm a ghost. I don't quite understand you, but I think it said stab me until I stop moving.
Uh-huh.
Ah, they agree. That's good to hear. I was afraid that you disapprove.
No.
I'm so good at toboggan. This will be good, because once I stab you to death, you'll be able to float in the river just like one. Unfortunately, I used up all my actions running over here to block your escape.
We're gonna have some really fat sharks by the end of this.
Okay.
So please don't run away. I can't guarantee a clean kill if you do.
They will drop to their knees.
Ah, sweet. Execution pose.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna take some.
I don't know what they're saying.
They're very clearly surrendering.
Okay, wait a sec.
They drop to their knees.
Wait, never mind. I do know.
They have
Wait a
cast
sec, I do know
weapons
what
to
they're
the
saying.
side.
Never mind, because I do have Charade Master. Yes, I'm able to communicate with creatures even though I don't share a language through clever gestures and charades. Okay, does it look like they're surrendering, or does it look like they're just giving up and like, please kill us? Like, I don't know if they're a warrior race and they're just like, I'd rather die, than surrender type people.
They are surrendering to the person who guards the holder of the Deathlight.
Okay.
Hey, I'm the holder of the Deathlight.
You are. And I'm apparently the guardian of the holder of the Deathlight. So, does that make you a guardian of the universe and be a Green Lantern?
Technically, he'd be the Green Lantern
no
since
idea.
he's the one with the Green Lantern.
Yeah, but he's the one guarding it. I mean, just like the actual Guardians of the Universe, they just sit on top of a big-ass Green
No,
Lantern.
he's obviously playing by original Green Lantern rules.
Actually, yeah, that would make sense, because you're gay, and you're holding a green... Yeah, sweet, this is good. Holy shit.
That's it. He's playing by, 1930s Green Lantern.
Holy shit, Matt is playing Jay Garrick. This is awesome.
No, Jay Garrick's the Flash.
Eric's not a Green Lantern.
Fuck, no, fuck, that's right. No, I'm thinking which one's the big Green Lantern? Hold on, I can't remember that.
You talking about the OG one?
Yeah, the OG Green Lantern.
Hal Jordan?
No, Hal Jordan's the second one.
Scott. Alan Scott, he's gay too.
Yeah,
Never mind.
that's it. You're thinking Alan Scott.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Must say. Yeah. Alan Scott is. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. Still. Alan Scott. Alan Scott is. Yeah. Alan Scott was gay. Yeah. There we go.
This, of course, means he needs to go through a radical class shift. And have a strange weakness to, what was it, yellow and wood?
Yep. He'd be taken out by a number 2 pencil. No, he was wood. Yellow came with Hal Jordan.
Okay. So, wood. Good thing there's no wood around. Okay, for you guys, assuming that you accept their surrender, I will once again reclassify you guys as being out of combat.
Okay. I will ask. Mostly, I'm going to ask. Someone look over and ask Karen. These two have surrendered. I'm not used to that. What do I do with them?
I say we dump them in the river too. They can probably swim, right?
I mean, technically, yes. The ones
To
in
be
the
fair,
river is
I
probably.
feel like Margot's answer to everything is dump it in the river. That was his answer when we found the child.
Yeah, I remember
But
that.
we found it in the water, so. Considering that we found it in the water, yeah, throwing it back in the water is,
We didn't find it in the water, it was just a water child, so...
I also find it very interesting that that's his answer, considering he's from the plains. I don't know where he learned this mentality.
Well, water clearly is something of significance to him being a plainsman.
I guess, yeah.
Water is scary.
Well, yeah, water. I fully agree with that. Water is scary. Okay. I'm like, okay. So we have one. I'll say so we have one for throwing them in the water. Fern, you're the. I'll say you're the studious one.
If we throw them in
what do we do with prisoners?
if we throw these in the water, there's going to be a slight issue. I recall, Kuki, that you mentioned some sort of lower entrance underneath sea level, as the
Yes.
Sahagin are clearly some form of amphibious. That would just be inviting them to go to the levels that we can't swiftly access and start talking.
That is fair. Well, then,
Could
I
knock
guess we
them
just.
out.
I guess that does sound like a better idea. In which case, I'm going to look at them. And I'm going to see if I can get their attention. I'm going to make a couple of hand gestures that imply that I'm going to hit them really hard, real quick, but they will not die. It's just like going to just kind of like make like a gesture of like hand bonking over their head, and just make like a yeah look on their face, but just kind of then just put like the hands underneath the cheek, head to the side, make it look like sleeping, and point to them.
Okay.
And gonna give them the thumbs up.
I do have a question real quick though. The land, is your lantern open still?
Only if there's no... What is it? Like, if I can't see anyone? Yeah.
As I understand it, I think you're the only one that needed a light source.
Yeah, my lantern's open so I can see.
In that case...
Although I've turned it back to regular light.
No. Okay, well then never mind then.
What does regular light mean in this context?
Not green.
Like natural. It looks natural now. It's not green anymore.
Okay. Never mind then.
So I'm pretty sure I had cast a spell on it to make it green.
I think it was a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You'll be able to knock these two out then with a swiftness to the head.
Okay. Flat. There we go. Everything's better now. We'll tie them up and put them somewhere.
Okay. What would you guys like to do after disposing of these individuals? I suppose this room would work.
I'm trying to remember what the original goal of this mission was.
We were sent in here by the town council to get a lay of the land and find out how many Swagin were here, because they want to know how many people are about to attack the town and fuck them up.
Oh, well, a couple less now.
Because we are in theory preparing for either an assault or a counter-assault, depending.
Okay.
Why don't we just kill all the Swagin and go ahead and call it a day?
I mean, if you
Because that
think
wasn't the mission?
that wasn't the mission we were assigned, but if you think we can take on every Swagin in here,
Well, I mean,
we could. That's a lot of XP, but from a character perspective, we were supposed to just come here and map out the place and then leave, and then possibly they send the military in here to actually do the deed.
I mean, if you guys feel that you have, the adamantine balls to take on the entirety of this place.
have we found any, like, we haven't found how many have we found that we haven't already killed?
a bunch down south.
I don't know, Tristan, if you've actually been keeping tally.
Tristan has not, because Tristan has been told explicitly that there is a ridiculous amount on this map. So it's why it's like Ash has been doing hash marks on his. Because I know narratively that when we get to the point of reporting in, I can just go, okay, there's the
Okay.
and that gave you flexibility too.
Because he's asking for numbers, that's why I was wondering.
I can't tell him the numbers. The way I was using to communicate with the other party is now with me.
It's true.
It's fine.
I have no way of contacting him.
Yeah, so then...
Last report I was able to give them was talking about the prisoner tied up over on the far right there. Last report I was able to give them would be the group that was guarding that guy with the priestess or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah. Just start proceeding through. Kyoki, if you're gonna push me, I guess I don't need the lantern on, no?
Technically, no.
Okay. So we'll go back to Kyoki pushing me, I'll hood the lantern.
Okay. Man, that light. It's just a small amount of light. Okay. Well, where are you wanting to go on this level that you guys are on?
I was marking our route for the people that would possibly be coming behind us. So
It was this way, correct?
So
Your familiars back here. Can't they follow us? Can't they show us?
You mean the people that were knocked out?
I said, can't we follow the familiar? Because I think he left his familiar. Right?
I did not.
The owlbear is Dylan's familiar.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure she took that with her.
I do not recall.
I could be wrong, but I thought she had taken it with her. But there are chalk arrows, when you go a little bit further down the hallway, so you got something.
You just want to follow the chalk arrows?
We do have the entire left-hand side of the map that's unexplored.
I guess another way to think about it is, do you guys think Dylan or Ash is in trouble?
Do I think Dylan's in trouble? Yes. Do I think the Ash is in trouble? No. I'll say Ash. So far, I've never seen them in trouble, and they seem far too capable to pretty much ever actually be beaten. So, especially by a bunch of fish people.
I'm flattered you think that way.
Well, I haven't seen anything contrary to that.
It's time for sushi.
I'm not saying, like, there really hasn't been like an instance where I've seen you be like critically in danger or injured.
Yeah, he's had a few fights where we got fucked up.
Like verge of death, actually fell down.
I can't remember if I've gotten to single digits or not. I know I've gotten less than half.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Well, that's when you start bleeding, so I know he's at least bled.
Yeah, but under all that armor, it's kind of hard to tell.
Do you bleed? That being said, I'm just kind of trying to figure out kind of what direction you guys want to head in.
You guys got to make a call.
I am down for trying to make a call since I cannot see.
Let's see. The map. Let's see the map. Let me pull up the map. Let's see, lizard lair drawing.
Ash and Dylan went down the right-hand corridor. The entire left side of the map is currently unexplored.
Okay, so technically it should be fine. I mean, I'm not saying we're supposed to map this place, so if they went down the right, then we should go down the left. So we're gonna go this way.
Alright. Shoot, 1 second. Let me reorganize you guys.
So where'd you guys go?
He said, where do we go? Yeah, we're down here.
I tried to shift again.
Alright.
Okay, going down the left, you will come to a corridor, a split in the corridor. You can either continue heading south or make for the east.
I'm not saying, if I remember correctly, Farron can't see in the dark either.
Farron hasn't shown any issue with seeing in the dark.
Okay. Kyoki's going to Kyoki's going to look towards Farron. He's like just kind of look back towards him, kind of start making, just kind of like holding up fingers in his face to see if he actually notices what he's doing.
What are you doing?
Oh, okay, just making sure that you can actually see.
Yeah, I've always had pretty good perceptions at night.
Nice. Must be all the book reading and dim lighting.
Yeah, I saw that camera.
Could you do me a favor? There's a hallway over here. According to this map, it leads to something.
Oh, you want me to scout it? What about you?
I'm going to stand right here and wait to see if you scream. If you scream, I'll come over and help you stab whatever is making you scream. Seem fair?
Sure. Okay, after some exploration. You know, I'm gonna break GM character for a moment. I just want to say, whoever wrote this mission really has put a lot of the weight on the person running it. Just saying.
They've either put a lot of weight onto the person running it, or they are expecting you to literally just be running an old school dungeon crawl that has nothing happening. Because that is old school D&D.
Fair will come back. It leads to another split with what looks like one unfinished room and maybe some kind of visitors area, though it does go a bit further, and it cuts across to where Ash has left the chalk marks.
Okay.
So, where to next? That picture's a lie. Sorry, where to next?
Down here. There's a door right here, if I noticed correctly.
Opening the door, the air inside is distinctly colder than what is in the hallway. This room contains, at this point to no one's surprise, no furniture, but around the walls hang various carcasses.
You found the freezer.
Some spare hooks attached to the wall are unoccupied. I do not suggest occupying them yourself.
Too late.
White bones lie heaped in the northeastern corner. Yes.
Bring out your dead.
Oh, excellent. We could have dumped the bodies here.
Well, now you know for future bodies.
No one would even suspect it. They would just be like, oh look, a corpse. In the corpse section.
What's this, Costco?
Aisle 14?
Of course that's where we keep the bodies.
This is what you've seen from opening the door. Do you wish to do any further investigation?
Sure. How big is the room again?
30
Hello?
by 25.
You said 30 by 25?
30 by 25.
Sure, I'll check it.
Would you say each dungeon tile on that you can see on the map is equal to 4 squares?
Each square is each map tile
Mm-hmm.
is supposed to be 10 feet.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 by 2.
I think they could have halved it. I'm sorry, I should stop bitching.
Well, yeah, man, it's tradition. The GM, when we, at least in our group, when somebody's running D&D, the GM bitches. I bitch about dragons. You bitch about map tiles.
Okay. Can I get then an investigation roll?
And we all bitch about the fact that there are no dragons in this dungeon, so this game is a lie.
Eh,
Well, the idea is that there's supposed to be like one dragon, and usually it happens at the end of the campaign.
But it's Dungeons and Dragons.
It's Dungeons and Dragon. Or it's the dungeon that the dragon left behind.
He just left it. So, this is like a dragon variant of the architect from Dragon Goes House Hunting. He just goes, makes these dungeons, and then leaves.
I mean, you wouldn't be surprised. Well, because I think the idea is like, oh hey, dungeons are ever present. You can build as many buildings as you want, but you can't have as many dragons as you want.
You heard it here, folks. Brian's dictating my world lore. There's just some dragon going around digging out these dungeons and leaving.
Well, dragons are assholes. So
Running up everybody's property value with
Dragons
these
do.
ancient complexes.
hey, it's just like the pyramids. One asshole having everybody build pyramids all over the goddamn place.
Yeah, but Roland Emmerich told me those were slugs, not
all right.
yeah, the original Stargate's a Roland Emmerich movie. You'd never guess he went from writing that to Independence Day.
Nah, man, nah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was just one dragon that basically was an asshole who enslaved all the races and just had them build dungeons all across the whole fucking planet. That's what every dungeon is.
Hey, don't start giving away Tiamat's plans for the finale.
He's like, why'd you do this? Dude, have you not seen me?
I'm fucking Tiamat, that's why I did this.
Fucking Kermit. I did this to annoy all of you.
Okay.
Next thing you know, you run into that asshole Trapsmith who was putting glyphs of wardings on the walls to protect against monks.
He was like, hey, all I did was just build the dungeons. All the traps and shit, that was just stuff that people who came through, afterwards basically put in.
I dug the tunnel. It's not my responsibility how you populated it.
Okay, there are scraps of cloth and some glimmering of metal within the pile of bones. However, as you approach, you will hear a rattling sound. The rattling sound, from what you can tell,
Bone saw is ready.
is coming from the pile of bones, in part or in whole, trembling against one another in the pile. As you get closer, it appears to become more severe. When you back away, it becomes less severe.
Yoki, I thought we were done with ghosts. I thought you didn't like ghosts.
I don't really.
okay. I'll keep you safe. Let me just light up the room a little bit.
I mean,
It's on the map.
I'm about to say, is the lamp supposed to stop them?
Hey, I just figure you're scared of the dark.
I would be if it was dark. I'm about to say, I've yet to walk into a dark room.
It's completely dark.
I've walked in the dim rooms.
That's it.
I'd I have a necklace that's sharpened my vision even more, but I think it'd take you a while to adjust to it, Bland.
It's okay. I will survive.
What are we adjusting to?
I've got a lamp.
Well,
That's why I have a lamp.
Lanterns are good.
so there's rattling bones in here, and it appears to be something silver. I must say, seems to be something shiny in there. So if anyone's willing to come in here and help me fight some potentially, some potential skeleton monsters, we might be able to get something. Or we could just tell them that, or we could just map out that there's skeleton monsters, waiting in here, and leave that for the army when they come through. Up to you and how greedy you all feel.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Probably left it on that cliff that I fell over.
Now, that does sound fair.
Time for
Must say,
backstory.
Remember, I'm here to chart. The original mission was to chart this out. That's what I was asking. That's what I'm asking. Do you care about getting some treasure? I'll help you get it. Okay. That's what I said. I'll help you get it. Personally,
We did.
Okay. That's what I said. My primary job here is I'm the cartographer. My job is to map this place. Not to go running and looking for treasure.
Cartography.
Yeah.
Well,
I was like, I'm here to map. I'm here to map. Murder is secondary.
I'm the map.
we just came out of a battle, but if these bones do become hostile, I mean, I'll try my best to help you guys out if you want to go forth.
Okay. I'll ask myself.
In other words,
I'll ask.
That's Sharon's way of saying it's up to y'all.
I'll ask Mafia, in which case I'll ask Fargo, and like, okay, well, if you want something, Mafia, if we're gonna go get treasure, then feel free to
I forgot.
I'll go and I'll roll them into the room, and like, feel free to uncover your hood. Those skeletons over there in the corner, they were shuffling when I got close to them. I backed away and they stopped. So,
It's a pile of bones that basically tremble and knock against one another the closer you get.
so I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna initiate. So if it gets up, I need you to shoot at it.
Are you agreeing to this plan, Bland? I realize you're just kind of been saying stuff.
Can you shift to the other scene for a quick moment?
Sure, yeah.
Yep. Give me a few.
Work. Meanwhile, in a dramatic scene wipe,
Nice dissolve.
Swimming, since I now am aware that this area of the lair is under das water.
Thank God she altered self.
Yeah.
We have Sonic drowning music by now.
Apparently the music was in there, it was just remixed in a story they didn't recognize it.
Yeah. They put too much orchestral crap over it.
At which point, I give kudos for putting that music there.
Yeah, but then you immediately lose the kudos for making it unrecognizable.
Okay. The person in the throne, as I said, is one of which you don't really recognize.
Street sharks!
This
Oh shit.
large,
Even worse, sewer sharks.
You were saying we were gonna have some fat sharks.
sitting in the
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty bad. That's pretty badass looking.
sitting in this throne.
Why the fuck does he have a boat anchor for fucking shoulder pads? I mean, this dude has a fucking like boat. Must say like a fucking boat wheel for fucking shoulder pads. That is badass. This motherfucker just basically sinks ships and then takes bits and pieces of them for fucking armor.
Sup?
Goddamn, homeboy has no chill.
Randomly wearing pulleys on his hip there.
This dude has like fucking keys for brass knuckles.
Looks like he's holding it all on by like fishing nets. If you look at his shoulder
He's
there.
the strongest fucking fishing. Yeah, this dude got the strongest fucking. Oh my god. I don't even see what's on the other side.
There it is. Okay. Actually, and what you can see actually is a feminine individual off to their left
Yeah,
side.
you mentioned the lady swaggin with the weird boat staff.
Yep.
Or like court mage or court vizier or something.
And they're like, no, the two, though you hear a third, floating kind of closer. So, like, we meant no disrespect. It will not happen again. Baron, they're gonna kind of like, they're not quite sure what to say now. It's like
B Baron. Okay, so 1B with all my.
the person to the female version with the kind of sharky staff will state. Baron Kempak, I believe that the first ritual will bear fruit soon. I suggest that these people of disrespect go through the ritual as well. You can turn their insulting nature into further power for your mighty plan.
What plan? No.
Oh. The plan. No,
The plan that we're all in on, but just for those viewing at home.
it's
As you all know.
Archprior Thandra. I do agree. The few of you will be sent for the ritual and add to the expansion effort onto those filthy coastal lands. Any further disobedience during the ritual, and I will be certain that the goddess makes you into something far more uncomfortable for your liking.
Rituals, transmutations.
At this point, swimming in swiftly.
Yeah, it's probably been long enough I can read up, so I can get a little closer.
Yeah, it would have been with the bows going up there.
Yeah.
Would have been a number of minutes. Okay, excellent. Excellent. You now get to see the might of these!
We have evil.
Man, that token is so scary.
Yeah, I know, right? Just floating words there, trying to kill, threatening to kill us.
Its power is beyond.
We're gonna be attacked by block text, guys.
Yeah, there's these shark-like entities off to the side, floating, along with a number of other individuals. I apologize, Baron and Hyde Prior, but this princess here has been shoot, I was trying to remember, was it cursed?
Oh, but Sierra, yeah, she was claiming to be cursed.
Yeah. Has been cursed by a power far beyond my own ability or the others on the higher level to handle whatever knowledge and skills she has appears to be damaged and sealing off her ability to speak properly. Baron Kempekel, Kepmock, sorry.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm such a nerd. It's like, isn't Kempek the first Chancellor replaced by Galeron?
Kepmock. We'll look over towards Thandra. Hi, Prior Thandra will speak. You are interrupting. However, I do believe it is enough to be forgiven, considering the sister in peril that you have with you. I will deal with her maladies when time permits. Bring her to me, and then stay silent, for a great ritual is about to be performed.
That can't be good.
Oh no! Dun 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 dun. Okay.
Rituals are bad. Okay.
Okay. in what is also doubling is kind of a display of power. She thrusts her staff out, and begins a clearly it's an incant.
I do apologize.
Everything went.
I guess Arcana check to see if I can recognize the.
Sure, you can make an Arcana check.
If not the actual ritual in question, what at least they seem to be attempting. Oh, dice roll.
Okay, it is clearly a transmogrification. However, from the sound of it, there are you're again. It's not a familiar. It's not a ritual you're familiar with. But not only is there some transmogrification that is a part of it, but it appears that Thundra is being used as a conduit to transfer for lack of a better term, a spark of essence, like a mere fraction of a much greater power. This greater power is such that does require transformation of the target body in order to, be able to withstand it once the process completes. That's kind of the gist you're getting by listening to, because it's not a quick cast. It's going on. So you listen to it a bit, and that's the gist you're getting with that role. It is not wizard. It is not wizardly in nature.
Okay. So, as again expected, some kind of empowerment.
Yeah.
So we got enhanced warriors to boot.
Bless my soul.
Yeah. Baron Kipmok, Emperor Kipmok, is slowly getting a sharp, toothy grin on his face, going into slowly going into more of a smile. Delighted or not, you're not initially sure unless I hear that your insight is actually really high. In which case
It is, because I can use my investigation as insight,
oh shit.
and I have advantage on that. So my passive investigation is 28.
Okay, but your passive insight would then be the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. No, he's happy by this. He is delighted by this coming addition to his power, and does appreciate the fact that this is again also acting as like a display of power to whom you presume to be his royal guard. Because then the word will filter down.
As it do, yeah.
and such. How long are you planning on staying here observing?
At minimum for the completion of the ritual. Again, the intent was to stick with Dylan, but
Yeah, I know, with the mark mode thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to stray too far, and I see other passages that I can at least investigate without straying too far from her. Okay, I got a door over here that I presume is closed.
Yes.
I can't open it without giving myself away. And I got a door on that side. Again, same thing. Presumably closed.
Yeah. With what you have up, can you read
Comprehend?
languages?
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes me like a million times longer, but I can do it.
Okay, because there are labels on those doors.
Okay.
They used to be one label, but now they've been scratched out and replaced by something in Sog. Why? Okay. The royal servants chambers of the Baron and Baroness is what's on the east side door.
Servant chambers. Royal servant chambers. So that would either be the personal servants or the head servants. And that was which door?
The eastward.
Okay. And the west one?
That would have been... Okay, that would have been that, so I was looking at that one. So what's wrong? I'm
You got 'em flipped?
I'm starting to feel like, no, it's... well, ish. I was accurate. I was accurate to that one. Okay, I did get it slightly... Okay, on the west is Baron's personal chambers.
Okay. We are going west.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that flipping back and forth. I just want to make sure I'm getting it right for you.
I assume I'm still in combat mode.
Yep. Well, given that you have not,
Okay.
yeah. So
in which
you're
case, I'm going to try to come over here and quietly open the door to the Baron's chambers. Hopefully, the noise of the ritual will cover for me.
okay. You get the release stealth at an advantage due to the ritual.
Okay, I already rolled advantage.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me check the
That's
passive.
familiar resistance, but
Up in here.
Oof, that was an advantage.
I only have a +5. I rolled an 8.
Yeah, but an 8 on 3d6 is not all that good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's below average. I did not roll amazing.
It opens.
But I'm also not the rogue, so...
That's fair.
Okay.
I'm not that kind of rogue, though. I don't think my stealth is actually any better.
Really?
I think my stealth is only a +5.
So the same as mine. Okay, what do I got in here?
The room is tiled in coral pink.
Ah!
I would say pink though, except I believe you're using dark vision. So it's
If there's no light in here, then yeah, I have to use dark vision.
So it's tiled in.
Oh god, pastels.
It's tiled in gray coral. The walls show scenes of victorious Sahagin, or perhaps Toboggan, not Sahagin, in combat against whales, groups of squid, and a great tentacled beast, which is not readily identified. It doesn't match anything immediately that you've seen, because there's clearly some artist liberties going on here. A large table in the center of the room has benches on all four sides. A small silver object lies on the table. It's about a medallion in size.
Okay. Come back to examine that in a moment. I would like to make an investigation check to try and toss this guy's personal chambers quietly and with minimal disturbances, looking for maps that might outline the battle plans, maybe some kind of breakdown of his forces, or like a journal or something connected to the support staff that deals with like the amount of food and stuff they're having to bring in, which might give us an idea of forces. Anything that might pertain to how many of these guys are and what we were supposed to be finding for the mission.
Okay.
Because if this is his private chambers, that means that there's a good chance this might include his office as well, which means there might be papers or something in here that would be
Yeah.
applicable. That is less than 14, unfortunately, because that one actually was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. Hidden cubbies, secret panels, anything that would be potentially relevant.
Gotcha.
That's like 27 total.
Gotcha. Okay.
Maybe blueprints of like the caverns as they're trying to restore them to versus how they are now.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. The medallion on the table. You find also looks like it's the key to something.
Okay, I'll definitely have that on hand, for something I may find.
As you continue searching around, you do find what appear to be preliminary battle plans for the siege of the mainland. It is clearly a draft, but it's at least one of their plans.
It's a starting point.
Yeah. Are you investigating into this attached room?
Yeah.
Okay. As you go in here, it appears to be sleeping quarters of some kind.
Even better. Find his porn stash. Then we can shame him into...
Okay, what's your passive again?
16.
16? Okay. You, ever so slightly, hear the shifting of water in the room you just left.
Freeze. press up against the wall and peer around with his invisible self.
Okay.
I can see, kind of on the
You see one of the personal guard, the person who brought.
Oh, sweet! They don't just have name tags.
And, of course, the ever mighty.
Not the block of text.
There.
Shell Shark. Da-da-da-da.
Baby shark do.
Well, that guy's called a shell shark, and there's no shell on it.
There's no shark on it either.
Literally everything but shells. I want to know who the person is who made that and was like, yeah, nah, we ain't got time for that.
Okay. With that, I will switch over to the.
I was figuring you'd switch back with the "Oh my God, you're in trouble" dramatic reveal.
Yep.
But it's okay, because I have at least their preliminary battle plans, which should at least give us a force idea. Even if they change their tactics, it should have forces on it.
Meanwhile, on the first floor with the bones, I believe Hyoki, you said you were gonna head towards the bones.
Yes, I was gonna head towards the bones while I'll say about Fargo kind of train his thing on it to be ready to start shooting at it.
You're gonna head towards it
because if I remember correctly, he's a rogue.
He is.
If I remember correctly, he's a rogue, and if I'm near it, if he shoots at it, that's sneak attack.
As long as you're within 5 feet of his target, he gets sneak attack.
So just the two of you are part of the plan. Okay. Do you have Farron anywhere? Because right now he's just outside. Probably about here. Does that make sense? He can look out from
he's right here. He's right here, so technically he can see, right?
Well, I was thinking where you wanted Farron for this, because right now he's outside, keeping an eye out for patrols.
Well, Farron can do that. We can handle whatever these bones are.
Okay. Are you gonna want to reach in for the shiny, or is your goal just to kind of get next to it at this point?
The goal is to kind of get next to it and see what it does first. I'm not gonna reach in unless it starts, unless it doesn't look like it's gonna do shit.
The bones are jumping in their pile, making this clattering noise. You do see through the clattering noise and how hard it's shifting, that you can actually see the shiny object inside. It is a crown of gold and either silver or platinum.
Shiny.
Where's their crown of gold?
Silver and platinum in the pile of bones.
Oh, great. It's not just a bone guy, it's a bone king.
Careful, that is a thing.
You also, since you're so close, do see something deeper in the pile that appears to be a length of metal, but you aren't able to get a good look at it with all the bones. You're only able to see it because there's jumping and there's jostling stuff inside the bones.
Okay. I'm going to just kind of stick my sword out and see if I can see if I can try and scoop the crown out with a quick motion.
As you get close, as you reach in to get closer to it with your blade, there will be a shifting in the. There will be a. It's not going to do that. As much as I would love it to be, but it's not that. There will be a shifting of the bone vengeance. As they appear to be as if guided by some form of strong magnetic force. Bones sort of pull together that length of metal, revealing itself as a sword that clings against yours. You see
Ha! I was right.
this. Though there's some
That was right
differences.
too. But
There's some differences to this. Obviously the clothing isn't there, but the crown is. And the skeletal structure looks far more like a lizard folk.
it's still a Skeleking.
The crown atop its now skulled head, the elongated maw of that of the lizards. You can, even with it not having much in the way of like flesh for good body reading, you can sense the vengeance within it, the seething hate and vengeance inside of its bones.
Ooh, right, Massa, you remind me of my life. This will be fun.
Now your plan sounded like you're going to basically, if a skeleton did pop up, you were going to attack it. Is that still the plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as the moment it took form, like shoot it.
Okay. Yeah. Make a hit roll then if you're planning on this. The treasure here might be pretty decent actually.
Just don't shoot the crown. I was like, oh hey, expanded maneuvers, and then hilariously enough, fighting against the skeleton, there's one thing on this list I can't use: hamstring attack.
Yep.
Okay. That is going to be a 15 to hit.
Okay. Its blade will shift, and it will cut the bolt in half from a perpendicular angle.
Ooh, you fancy.
Those are expensive.
You just cut the bullet.
He cut the bolt.
You just cut the bullet.
Yeah, those are expensive. They're 1 gold for a group of 20.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, I guess we're in initiative now. So much for my surprise attack.
Well, I mean, you still get sneak attack regardless because Brian's standing next to it.
Yeah. It's just you didn't beat its AC.
Wait, I don't get advantage on that.
No,
right?
you don't get advantage. You just get the sneak attack damage if you can act.
Okay. You.
So initiative.
Do we need to re-roll since it's technically new combat?
It's a new combat, so it would be new initiatives, yeah.
Unless I'm happy to, because that was garbage. So.
Oh, now this is actually rolling 3d6. Okay. That's weird.
You literally just roll 1, 2, 3.
It's a skeleton. What do you want?
Man, everybody's just rolling for shit for initiative right now.
The edge of the sword is a darker colored steel than the central of the blade. And there is a fuller that goes along the center of the blade that is of a deep purple. Okay, man, Balan, you are full of initiative.
Yes. Well, I mean, I rolled just about average. I just...
All right.
How you niche fast? Does a 20 connect?
I certainly hope so.
Okay, it takes a swipe at your bolt, but is not able to connect to it this time.
Excellent. That's 11 piercing. Wait, hold on. 11 plus sneak. Ooh, that's actually good. 20 piercing
Is
and
this magical?
6
He's
psychic.
not using his special crossbow because he likes using his leg, so no.
Oh. Sorry, I was reading the damage that just pop up on the chat. Sorry, I'm still too used to that. Okay. Guys, what was the sneak attack amount?
Yeah, he's not been typing it in.
Well, the sneak attack was 9 in total.
Okay.
And then the psychic was a total of 6.
Okay. The son of a shit. The bolt slams into the skeletal shoulder, embedding into it, only slightly cracking surround the impact point. Kyoki.
Okay. Woohoo! 6 stat points.
Okay, nice. And if I remember correctly, your weapon is magical?
Yes.
Yes. Hello, magic. Magic for days. Apparently, stunt point chart decided to shut off. Combat stunts.
Okay. You
I would seize the initiative, but his initiative is still garbage.
yeah, you will notice, by the way, that there is no decaying of the skeletal structure. Your necrotic damage appears to be doing nothing.
That's cool. I just roll it anyway. There's not much I can really do. I said then. Okay. I will go ahead and use lightning attack and lightning attack, defensive stance. So lightning attack, defensive stance, and can't reload. And I'll use Skirmisher to move him down 1 hex.
Okay. Is that it?
I am rolling it out right now. Here we go. You said necrotic isn't doing anything, so we'll just erase that.
I mean, if you want to keep it just for your own ease, you can. I'll just ignore it.
It works. If it doesn't seem to be doing anything, there's no point. So 19 to hit.
That'll hit. Chink. Hits some of the skeletal parts of it.
Okay.
Okay.
So damage.
Okay. I believe that's it for you.
That is effectively it. If he tries to hit me, if he attempts to try to hit me, I'm going to try to do something. Oh yeah, did the 27 beat him by? Did the 27 beat him by 10 or more?
The 27 did beat him by 10 or more.
Alright.
What's that for? Is that like a necrotic effect?
He gets an extra d6 of damage.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 1.
Okay. Sarah will be guarding out there unless you guys call for some help. Okay. Since the test roll I did in the GM layer did in fact roll 3d6, I'm going to use that as the first attack. He thrusts the blade at you. Kyoki?
Okay. Let me see. Do I? What can I do about that?
Does a 24 hit?
Let's see. He's already rolled to hit.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Okay, I didn't know he already rolled to hit. Alright, because okay. You already rolled that in chat?
I rolled it in the GM layer to see if it would roll with a 3d6 or not, and it did. And since it did, I decided to just keep it If it rolled a d20, I would have just rolled it in public
That's cool. I'm about to say because I was thinking about using one of my fighting style things, but I'm supposed to declare that before you roll. But since you rolled ahead of time, then
well, I mean, considering I rolled ahead of time, I mean, he's attacking you. I mean, does it apply? Does this thing you want to do apply?
Well, I'm about to say the guarded riposte thing says that I need to say that I'm going to do it before you roll.
Well, I rolled it ahead of time as a test, so because that was on me and I'm keeping the test, feel free to use riposte if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it said you must declare your intention to use your riposte before the DM rolls the die. So I was like, and I'm about to say that, and when you say it's like he rolls a 24, I was like, oh shit. I was like, before I was like, now that I know that you've already said that, and I'm like, yeah, this cool. I'll take this one. I'll do it later.
Okay. There's going to be a second attack heading your way. Then I'll let you know that right now.
I will do that. I will use riposte for that one.
Okay. 17 magical slashing and 7 necrotic, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oof. Dang. Somebody means it. Oh, now you roll.
Constitution. Okay. Your maximum hit points have been lowered by 7.
Oh, my goodness. That hurt your max.
The edge of the edge of the blade
You said I lost 17 from the first hit.
You
right?
you lose 17 from slashing and 7 necrotic, but that 7 extra necrotic also lowers your maximum hit points.
Okay. So, alright, so I lost my temporary hit points. Those are gone. So 7 for my temporary hit, and then 10 into that, and then an extra 7. So I'm down to 42.
When the blade hits you, the deep purple fuller in the center of the blade arcs out energy to the darker edges of the steel. It's a kind of purple energy matching the color of the fuller. That it happens like when it's slicing through you.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna make a second to hit roll. Oh, that is much lower. Okay, 19. I don't think that hits you.
Nope, because I'm technically 22, but then I also said I was going to use my guarded riposte, so that's AC going to 23, so my AC is now 25.
Okay.
The attack misses, I may make a single melee weapon attack against a creature as part of my reaction.
Gotcha.
So I must say, basically I'm rolling this, but I don't get to add the modifier to my damage.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Damage, what damage?
Bro.
You hit it for what it's worth.
This is why I say that Kyoki cannot really kill people by talking. He can't do shit for damage. I'm about to say, can I get hit? Probably not. Can they get hit? Yep. Can I do any lasting damage? Nope. It's Neil all over again.
Okay. It will shift, its skeletal lizard tail flicking behind it as it heads towards Beland.
Uh-oh.
I'm not tasty.
With its jaw open and coming towards you.
Goddamn, how many attacks does this son bitch get?
The blade raised away and behind it as if it's going to go for some sort of heavy slash. The scene will switch over to the second map where the guard, the deliverer of Dalen, and the mighty shell shark is in another room, getting ever suspiciously closer to the general area that Ash inhabits. Both parts of the of the group clearly in different forms of peril. And with the ritual going on in the other room, we will see the results next time, because it's 10:30-ish.
Nice.
Well, welcome to the to someone who used to live here. Their bones full of rage and hate. For the crown is theirs and no one else's.
That's their story, and they're sticking to it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm wondering what's gonna happen here in this battle up here due to the power of the creature, and down lower level, I'm wondering what's going to be up with that, because that stealth of 13 is what did it.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Good night, gentlemen.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night.
There we go. Be safe.